What's going on, guys? It's Daniel, and today we're playing Slay the Princess. I almost forgot, but we're playing Chapter 2 of it. But I already have it up because I just finished the recording. But yeah, let's get into it.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
So, from the last episode, we ended up slaying the princess, right? But we found out she's a bit of a psychopath. And she wants us dead, so if we kill her, we're dead. So we gotta expose the knife and kill her. Because I told you, I freaking called it. She had the freaking knife under her sleeve. So what I'm gonna say is that maybe we have to inspect the. No, if we inspect the gauntlet, she's gonna stab us. Oh, that's what if we inspect it. So we have to gain her trust and make her think we're gonna leave. Okay, I think I get it. But I already slew. No, okay. But I died. What am I doing here? I'm sure she killed me, but I definitely saw her. I definitely got her, but that's why I'm here.
I can assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time.
Oh, I guess we can give him something.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
This whole thing's a crock of shit. She's just going to pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again.
That's basically what I'm saying.
Stabbed to death? Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. When we asked you if you were sure she didn't have a weapon on her, you said you were positive she didn't. But it turns out she did, because when we charged her, she started stabbing us to death.
Oh, see? I knew it was a good idea to freaking to say, hey, does she have a weapon? It was a good idea that I called that one out.
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons.
That's a fucking lie.
Fear her. You were made for this job. You'll do just fine.
Let's assume that I'm telling the truth and I've already did this. Why should I listen to you? Why should I even bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
Okay.
Let's
sorry.
say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
Is auto not?
You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. We did exactly what you said.
See?
Sounds to me like you probably had some kind of elaborate nightmare, in which case I shouldn't be held accountable for what supposedly happened. But congratulations, you've been given a chance to actually do this right.
So we die either way.
And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We stabbed the princess stabbed us, and now everyone's right back to where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
Oh.
Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left?
Screw this. Who cares what happened to everyone else? She's not going to play fair, so we should do what we can to save ourselves and just get out of here.
At least you know not to trust her, but you do realize that everything and everyone includes you, right? If you turn around and leave, you're dooming yourself as well as everyone else.
Yeah.
She just caught us by surprise last time. She can't do that twice. So long as we're careful.
So now we know that she has a weapon on her. Guaranteed.
That's the spirit.
Just keep that stiff upper lip, and you'll save the world in no time at all.
You know what? Just turn around and leave.
And away we go. Good call.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Nope.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on
Look at
track
this
again.
guy,
Maybe
bro.
the world can still be saved after all.
Turn around and leave again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you?
Yes,
It's
I'm not going in
remarkably
there.
selfish,
I'm not
if you
dying.
ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies.
Yeah, fuck
Like,
it, everybody.
Dies. Forever. But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again. But everything is getting fuzzy.
What do we do?
What's going on? Where are we? That son of a bitch flipped over the table, didn't he?
What happened? And its physical matter has been replaced by text, textures, everything is nothing, it is quiet. Rumbling and many sounds unrelated, closer to something. Let's look close. Years close, relatedly, and your consciousness wrap themselves around it, you are no longer alone. Drag claws across the glass surfaces of your soul. Frustration of the vessel is full of you. I need something empty and crawl inside. Something shaped like me. Embrace it. Yeah. You have a story I need to finish. It's the only way for us to escape this place. This is the princess. Force pushing against your will. No, you cannot go back. Nothing there. Regret. This world is broken beyond repair. We must weave something new. Waging a waving finger. There's only so much thread in this place. Do not waste it. I am your only salvation. That was Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is you're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world. That's
So-
the spirit.
We're just going. We'll go gun ho. We won't
You
take the
make your
knife.
way up the shore.
Proceed to the cabin. We're not taking the knife.
The interior of the cabin, the blade is your implement.
Into the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a
So
staircase
she's either
faintly
really, really evil
illuminated
or
by
not
an
evil at
unseen
all.
light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice softly carried.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Lie. No, just screw it.
How
I'm here
many
to save you.
times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in.
She's the one to save us.
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever. Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Told you I didn't trust that arm, but her right. You can't think. I don't. You can't see my cursor. What up? Please. Yeah, now you can see my cursor. See, never trusted this arm right here. 'Cause this arm looks very. In the last episode, I said I didn't trust this arm, guys. Because you know, this is where she pulls out the freaking knife out of nowhere. But yeah, because you know it's not chained up, it doesn't have this little thingy on, and usually, you know, she would have the chain, but you know, whatever.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
So they don't remember. Only I remember.
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot right.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to
She,
happen
you know, she's either
forever.
crazy or we just need to let her rescue us.
I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
Let's see what I could do.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sorry, my dog barked.
You're making a huge mistake.
Either she stabs us or she lets us go.
No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
I'm going upstairs to check at the key. Maybe.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Try to open
You try
the door.
the door, but it's locked from the outside. Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task
The
is done.
narrator closed the door on us.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
Okay.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Jesus, she's crazy.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Screw it. Yeah, save the princess.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
Oh, she had the knife as well.
You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm.
Either that or she's a vampire.
Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit.
Yeah.
She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Okay.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world.
Either he's really crazy.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Oh, I don't get a choice. Oh, it was all the way at the bottom. Warn her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
We have choices.
Lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Oh, yeah. I did not know that. Sweet. Resist.
The blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
So I'm guessing she's
Whatever.
trying to get you out.
She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
But that's because...
I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she?
The narrator's the evil guy.
Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
But she's free. And if I'm guessing, she won't be bolted up next round. See, there we go. There we go.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Alright guys, this is what I'm going to be leaving episode 2 off. So if you guys want to see more, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye!